Welcome all our live stream viewers tuning in. A late start here tonight, Thursday Night Thunder. Got a lot of novice drivers out here today. We had to go over a little extra things. Some guys are a little late to sign up. They're on double secret probation right now. We won't ask you to change your urinal cakes just yet, but it's coming. All right, we've got a great crowd tonight. If you're not here, you're missing out. Doc Buggy is going to lead us off here. It says open two-wheel, but we got one guy out there who's still man enough to race the big boy class. Yeah, I said it. And we got a Ric Flair sighting out there. All right, on the screen, we're going to go with Mr. Paquette to lead us off here. We'll be followed by Kermit, Anthony, Zach, Aaron, Mark, and Zachary. Gentlemen, 7 cars out there. You know they're 13-second laps, 14-second laps. We'll be hauling some tail this round. All right, Mr. Paquette on the tone, less than 5. Butts, Anthony, Zach, Aaron, Mark, and Zach. Here we go. Remember, marshals, watch your area and your area only. All right, getting some new fast laps in here. The scoring screen's turning red for me. Ket on a long first lap here. Compared to the other guys, he's picked it up now to a 13.8. New fast lap for him and for the group. And this is the group qualifying. We have 1 mod buggy and 6 stock buggies out there. Heard it there, 4 to go. Aaron Smith showing the way for a stock class, 21.503. Anthony on a 504. They're separated by less than 2 tenths. We can't find them. Aaron coming through the keyhole. Around the final corner down the front straightaway. That green car. Dropping down a little bit with a 14.6. Anthony entering back with a 14.339. New fast lap. Anthony coming out of the keyhole. Around the sweeper. Down the front straightaway with that turquoise nose. White backing. Kermit Butts is out there in the pink and blue. Oh, that's Zach rolling it over by last tabletop. Here comes Kermit through the keyhole. Past the stoplight. Down the front straightaway. He's in third by 8 tenths. Van Neersen behind him in fourth at the moment. Neersen rocking the blue and red. Back 9 tenths in fourth. Griggs back 1.1 in fifth. Got a couple X-rays out there. A couple associated cars. We got a Losi car too. Some of those are the new B7 associated buggy. 210 down, 250 to go. Up next, independent stock buggy. Heat 1 of 2. Caution the drop off. Caution the drop off. Give me Chris Henthorne, Chuck Leinbach, Robert Netzel, Dexter Smith is out there marshalling for us. So the rest of you gentlemen need to get the staging area. Remember, put your car down on the staging and line up behind on the ramp behind the driver's stand. Do not interrupt the drivers up there racing. Goes back to that golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. Wow, right now Paquette's 3rd overall. Maybe make that 2nd overall. It's tight. Aaron showing the way for the stock class. 21.501, knocking on a 22 lap run here. That's moving pretty fast. Had but 1 or 2 22 lap runs on this layout. Anthony in second by 1.8. Van Neersen back 1.4 in third. Butts behind him by 3 tenths. Zit Griggs back 4 seconds in fifth. Zach down 3 laps right now. Caution on the back straight. Like Iggy's making an adjustment. Having a problem. And looks like they're just going to pull it off to the side, get it out of the way. Kermit Butts, new fast lap, 14.160 in that pink and blue, coming down the back short chute. Aaron all over the backside of him, though. Jessica cheering Mark on. A couple others tuning in on the Facebook group. If you're watching from the group, I can't see your name. that in there occasionally. Butts in another new fast lap, 14.126. Aaron's a 13.9. Anthony 14.2. Van Neersen 14.1. Griggs 14.3. Zach had a 16.2. Paquette fast lap 13.8. Oh, caution to drop off. Caution to drop off. Can't be scared of him. And up next, independent stock buggy heat 1 of 2. Chris Henthorn, Chuck Leinbach, Robert Netzel, and Mr. Dexter Smith out there marshaling right now. What a battle here. 5 of our 7 drivers on a 21 lap pace, and they're pretty low 21s right now. That is the race clock. Keep racing, drivers. Keep racing. Kyle Paquette is done. Everybody else keep going. Anthony's done. Kermit's done. Aaron's done. Zach Griggs is done. Looking for Van Neersen, and shut it down, drivers. Shut it down. Red light. Wow. Hit the final, the save there on that one. Shake out. Cat takes it. 21.501. Anthony 503. Aaron 506. Van Neersen 509. Butts 510. Mr. Griggs with 20 and 509. Wow, that was tight, boys. Great job. All right, guys, cars on the table. Head back out the track to marshal. Nobody should be leaving the track until you're done marshaling. Remember that. If you need to check your motor, bring your temp gun with you. Got 7 heats to run per round. We're going to be here a solid hour per round. All right, down and check them in, gentlemen. Cross the line once. All right, let's get a check in and only from Mr. Chris Henthorn. You, Mr. Chuck Leinbach. Change the transponder on me. All right, Mr. Netzel's good to go. My marshals are starting to head out here. Thank you, gentlemen. And we're waiting for Mr. Dexter. He was just out there marshaling. Really appreciate the volunteer. Anthony can take the keyhole there, and we'll get these boys started here in just a moment. Give Kermit some love over there, Kyle. Help Kermit out. All right, gentlemen, green and yellow's on. Roll them off. You got a minute on the clock to warm them up. Can't believe it's spring break already. Totally forgot about it. You guys haven't noticed, had a crew here all week. Day and Tuesday. Finish up painting the building. Working on things. Started on the men's bathroom. Being upgraded, updated. All good stuff going on in Newred Hobbies. It's the driver's meeting. This is the last week on this layout. We are going to change directions. Some of the obstacles a little bit. Nothing too drastic, but sure a welcome change for our guys here week in, week out. All right. Oh, Mr. Dexter was out there. We'll give him a minute's grace. Marshalling. Oh. Tell me he didn't realize he was. He's on. He's got time. I mean, If somebody in the next race is ready now, we can swap out. Got time. Take a deep breath. He was out there marshaling, so he might get an extra lap bonus somehow. I don't know how it gets in there sometimes, but take some laps, sir. You got 2 laps if you want them. All right. You know, Dexter's an experienced guy. He's been down this road before. He's going to reach deep down inside. I'll tell you in a second. He's going to take it. If he was wearing a hat, he'd take it, pick it up, turn it around, put it on the back because he's going to go over the top here in a minute. Yours is going to be Chris, Chuck, Robert, and Dexter. Chris Henthorn on the tone in less than 5. Chuck, Robert, Dexter, call the ball. Dexter's going to put that experience to work here. Drive smart, smooth. Always want to get those first couple laps in there nice and clean. Good mindset about things. Dexter dropping a 15.3 to go to the top of the charts here. Griggs on that car like white on rice. I'm giving give them one more lap and they'll go to a race order here, give you your overall pace. Where? And we got 2 groups of these cars. This is independent stock buggy. Etzel's showing the way with a 20 lap run here, 5:12 with a 15.3 last time. A new fast lap for him. Dexter with a 14.8. Second right now. Chris behind him in third. And Mr. Chuck running them all down. He's back 2.3 in fourth. Chuck's fast lap is a 16.1 on the first lap. Robert Netzel dropping a 15.1. Dexter's coming out of the keyhole, around the sweeper, down the front straightaway. A 15.2. And good sportsmanship there, appreciate it. Dexter separated by 5 seconds total, but it's a little closer than that right now. 3.8 at the line. Chris back 2.9 in third. Chuck back 9/10 in fourth. Oh, caution on the front straight. Go high, go high, go high. And I think that was Chris. Still learning everybody's car here. It was. $2.15 to go. Up next, independent stock buggy heat 2. It's going to be Brian Dean, Denzu Garcia, Sean Melville, Jordan Newman. Make sure you put your cars down at staging, gentlemen. We want to set a good example for our new drivers. Watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, who you're rooting for. So out here with this brand new B7. I think it's like the second race on it. Caution in the keyhole. We're clear. Etzel's got the fluorescent yellow, orange going down the front straightaway. Fluorescent wheels. Dexter's got the orange, green, white, and the other orange. He's got a couple different oranges on there. Back 8.7 at the lines. Got the fast lap though of a 14.83. Netzel 15.1. Chris Henthorn 15.4. Chuck Leinbach 15.8. How these boys shake out after the Etzel 15 flat. 1 minute to go. $35 seconds. Chuck, don't feel bad. We're all still hitting that corner too. Oh no, we got a car over there. I think it was Dexter having an issue. Got power, just no drive, so could be overheated. 5 seconds to go. See if we can't get him back out there. Race it out, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Mr. Henthorn, you are done. Missed it by just over a second for that extra lap. Chuck is done. Looking for Robert Netzel to finish this one out here. Coming around the final corner and across the line. Shut it down. Robert Netzel taking it 25-10. Henthorn 18-501. Chuck 18-505. Just 1 second here, drivers. All right, independent heat 2, down and check them in. All right, Dentsu check in. All right, Jordan check in. All right, all my drivers are checked in. Let's get our marshals in position out there. I need one of you guys at the keyhole and one of you guys at the bucket. Either way. Chris, can you take the keyhole here instead? Over by me, yeah, that one. Chuck will take the bucket. Gentlemen, roll them off. Face the right direction. Roll them off. You got 150 on the clock. All right, I hope my new drivers have been paying attention to what's going on. Those drivers are putting their cars down, mostly for the most part. Staging over here to my left. All right, boys and girls, looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. A couple cars out there. Is everybody still out there? A little bright in here. All right, thank you, sir. All right, the order's going to be Brian, Denzu, Sean, and Jordan. Let's see what these drivers can do. Right now, they got to do 18 laps or better. Brian Dean on the tone in less than 5. Denzu. Sean. And Mr. Jordan. All right, I reprinted things out there. Once again, Nicole tuning in, cheering on Sean. Said you better win it. All right, new fast lap for Sean. Last time by with a 16.6. Gonna find a little bit though. Jordan Newman showing the way with a 14.9 here. Might be the last week for him in Independent. We might have to tell him to step up with the big boys. We'll see. Now 14.7. For an experienced racer, getting back into it after a long hiatus. A lot of us. Denzu in second by 3.6. Brian Dean back in third. Comes across the line. He is behind by 8 seconds at the line. Mr. Sean trying to run them all down. That might be him upside down in the keyhole. On back 6 seconds in fourth right now. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Sportsman heat 1 of 3. Give me Daniel Conlon, Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte, Bernardo Mazzucco. Gentlemen, let's get your cars to the staging area, please. If you need a transponder, see me. Right meow. Pick up our leader. Going down front straightaway in that dark car. That is Jordan Newman out on a TQ pace here. 20 and 5.05. That's 5 seconds up on the current time set by Mr. Robert Netzel. Jordan's rocking a B6, 2 or 3. We're not exactly sure. I think it's a 3. And he's even got the +3 chassis on that thing. Carpet car. I think you just read up on axle height information from Ray Monday. Associated's Australia driver. Driving an Associated car, highly suggest you follow him. Whatever social medias you find him on. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. Once again, ready to run Sportsman. Race 4, Daniel Conlon, Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte, Bernardo Mazzucco. Cars need to be in staging, and you need to be on the ramp behind the driver's stand. You need a transponder, you need right meow. For this next race, that is. Uno momento. $15 Jordan Newman showing away in that black car out there. Denzu Garcia back 11 seconds in second right now. Brian Dean Got the whitish background. Oh no, your leader upside down and over the loop almost. Brian Dean crossing the line there. Keep going, everybody. Keep going. Garcia is done. Missed it by 0.6. Sean is done. Brian is done. And Jordan is done. Shut it down. Jordan Newman taking that 20 and 509. You know what that means? We get to set off the TQ beacon. If it works. Maybe. Oh, there it's going to go. New TQ, Jordan Newman, 20 and 509. Denzu at 19.5 flat. Brian Dean, 19.516. And Sean, 17.509. All right, you guys getting PTSD from flashing red lights? That's on you. Sorry. All right, drivers, from that last race, your car should be on the table, and you should be heading back out the track to Marshall here in about 30 seconds. Guys, that table's there to keep you on the track so we get this moving. We got a lot of racing to do tonight. All right, let's get them down and checked in, gentlemen. And remember, that red light is on. No hot laps. All right, everybody stop and bring them back to the staging area so I can get you checked in here. I got a lot of transponders to get checked in. Everybody stop and back up. Come back towards me with your car and park it over here in the corner. All right, I need Daniel Conlon and only Daniel Conlon to cross that start-finish line. Thank you, sir. Jack Williams. Thank you, sir. Kelvin. All right, gentlemen, face the right direction. 2-minute warm-up, go. You got 90 seconds on the clock. Excuse me, 90-second warm-up here. Yourself some room, guys. Plenty of room out there to be on. Plenty of track. Goal is to get some heat into those tires. That's the name of the game here indoors. You're running natural rubber tire for the most part. You want to get heat into it. It's soft and grippy. Even when you get to the big Florida RC Championship Series or other races, you have so many cars on the track, that track's going to pack down and take rubber no matter what. Definitely want to get that practice before your race. Caution at the start-finish line. All right, gentlemen, bring them back to staging. Bring them back to staging. The order is going to be Daniel, Jack, Kelvin, Bernardo. All right, Mr. Daniel, you're going to go on the tone in less than 5. Jack, Kelvin, and Bernardo. Here we go, sportsman. Heat 1 of 3. We've got, I think it's 12 of them. Definitely going to have a B main in this one. First timers out here may even have a C main. We'll figure that out. Bernardo doing a sweet flip. Can't get on camera, unfortunately. I got a little kerfluffle at the far end there. Right now, 120 into it, 3:38 to go. Bernardo showing the way now. Daniel showing the way. Jack up to second. Happens here. Comes Kelvin across the line. Got a 20.5 there. Bernardo with a 23.1. Still going to hold on that third spot now. It's Daniel, Jack, Bernardo, Kelvin at the line. Fast laps here. Daniel with an 18.2. Jack 19.6. Bernardo 19.6. Kelvin 19.4. 2 down. 3 to go in about 5 seconds. Once again, 2 minutes down. 3 to go. Sportsman Heat 2. Corbin, Mark Bass, David Fowler, Benjamin. You guys need to see me for a transponder and or get your car to staging right now. Start heading up here. All right. What we got here? Daniel still showing the way. Kelvin and Jack battling out. Just about 1/4 second between them. Bernardo, new fast lap, 19.4. He's back 2.6 fourth. The Sportsman, we got a mix of all cars out here. Basically, the rules are whatever vehicle you have needs to be 2-cell generally and 10 scale. Have the proper equipment on it for that type of vehicle. Definitely want to come out and practice days. You can practice Wednesday all day, Friday all day, part of Thursday, not really on Saturday most of the time, and most Sundays. Day. Daniel, Kelvin, Jack, Bernardo at the line. Almost all of them on a 15-lap pace here. Guys are doing great. Un momento. Wait for our French folks. Une minuet. "30 seconds. Drivers, when you hear that tone, keep racing. Done. "20 seconds. Daniel, Jack, Kelvin, Bernardo. Good battle here between the top three. Bernardo's done, just missed it. Daniel's done, looking for Jack and Kelvin. Jack is done, looking for Kelvin. Here he comes around the final 2 corners. And Kelvin's done. Shut it down. Everybody finished. That's the name of the game. Daniel taking that one, 15.511. Jack 15.514, back 3 seconds. Kelvin 15.520, back 5.8. And Mr. Bernardo missed that 15 laps by 1 second. That was a great job, guys. All right, next group. Your car should be in staging. I'm going to call you all off individually here because you guys are about ready to go, so I do appreciate that. So, Mr. Corbin, if you're out there, cross the start-finish line for me. And that's the Newred Hobbies logo going across the straightaway and driver's stand. Keep going, keep going. Wait a minute, was that Corbin? Oh, that was Ben. All right, everybody stop. Need Corbin, only Corbin across the line. Corbin, I need you to cross the start finish line. Oh, Mr. Jack, we got a car over here. Kelvin's got it. All right, once again, Corbin, I need you to cross start finish line. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Thank you, sir. All right, Mark Bass. Mark Bass, check in, please. Is that really Mark Bass? No, it's not. All right, Mr. Benjamin, turn around and cross the line again. Oh, he's got the truck. All right. All right, Mr. Mark Bass, cross the line for me. All right, that's the wrong. Double secret probation. All right, Corbin, check in for me one more time. All right, now we got it going. Gentlemen, face the right direction. Roll them off. You got about a minute on the clock here. 45 seconds. Laura tuning in here, and Heidi tuning in, rooting on Uncle Daddy. Hopefully one of them is Aunt Mom. Looks like Corbin's out there on the OEM tires. RB10. All right, drivers, let's bring him back to staging. Let's bring him back to staging. Like Mr. Jack might be repairing somebody already. That's not a good sign. All right, drivers, the order will be Corbin, Mark, David, and Benjamin. Mr. Corbin's going to lead us off on the tone. Less than 5. Mark, David, and Benjamin. Here we go. 5 minutes of mayhem. Wow, that was a sweet McTwist. Watch the instant replay on your screen here. Oh, I didn't catch it all. Drivers, if faster cars coming up on you, are well within your right to hold your line. Faster cars need to find a clean way around you. So inclined, you may give them the right of way. It's not a big deal. Asking is you race others how you want to be raced, marshal others how you want to be marshaled. All right, about a minute 10 into this one. Mr. David Fowler out there somewhere in one of these buggies, I'm assuming. Mark, I think, getting tangled up here. They're running similarly painted schemes down that front straightaway. Fowler now on a 17-lap run here. Coming in the drop-off. Oh, and he gets caught up on the fence. Oh, I think that's Mark in front now. Oh, Mr. Fowler gets past him back on the track, that is. Mark with an 18.8, new fast lap for him. Corbin at a 30.7. Backs up with a 40.6 there. Fowler 18.4. Mark with a 14.3, not legit. Correct itself next time by. Benjamin with a 26.4. His fast lap's a 23. Corbin with a 20.2 there, but I think he crossed the loop there on the other side of the pipe. All good. Game in this class is the finish. Halfway, drivers, halfway. Up next, Sportsman, Heat 3. That's going to be Will Hagee, Carter Newman, Andy Williams, Matt Whitston. Some of these boys got a little more experience. We'll see. Doing a good job out there so far. Really appreciate it. Once again, Heat 3, Sportsman, Will, Carter, Andy, and Matt. If you need a transponder, see me now. You should be heading to staging. Getting ready to rock and roll. Right now, with 140 to go, Mr. David Fowler out there in one of those buggies. Here he comes through the sweeper. Down the front straightaway he goes. He's got a little checkered flag scheme on his. Rocking a 17-lap pace. That is ahead of TQ by 2 laps right now. Not necessarily the fastest top speed car out there. He's just keeping it clean. Keeping a good pace up. You heard it there. 1 minute to go. Caution in the keyhole. That is Mr. Mark getting tangled up on that keyhole. "30 seconds. Caution on front straight. Caution on front straight. High, go high, go high. Other side, Jack. Other side. Oh well. All good. Ah, there's one on the other side of the jump. Caution at the jump, guys. Caution at the jump. Yeah, good job, buddy. Race it out, drivers. Race it out. Keep going, keep going. I'll let you know when you're done. Going, keep going. I think Corbin's transponder might give up the ghost. David is done. Mark is done. Looking for Ben and Corbin here. Looking for Benjamin and Corbin to finish out here. White truck and blue buggy trying to finish the race. Benjamin's done. Looking for Corbin. Here he comes around the final couple corners. First time racing. Going to finish. No, cross the line. Corbin, cross the line. Blue car, you got to cross the line. Somebody help him out. Finish the race. And he's done. All right. Shut it down, gentlemen. David Fowler taking that. New TQ, 17.510. Fast lap of a 16.7. Mark with 14 laps, 5.15. Ben with 12 laps, 5.31. And Corbin, 9 laps and 6.01. Doing great, guys. I called you up here 2 minutes ago. All right. Everybody in that race, your car needs to be on the table there. You need to turn the car off, the radio off. You turn any transponders to me, and then head back out the track to Marshall. All right, next group. Let's get them down and checked in. Mr. Andy, checking in, please. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Hagee, are you out there? Check it in. All right, Will Hagee, check it in. Carter Newman. All right, Matt, check it in. One more time, Matt, one more time. All right, everybody's on double secret probation. Cars away from the start finish line, please. All right, Matt Winston, and only Matt Winston across the line. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Will, come on back. Cross the line. All right, Carter, check in one more time for me, sir. Rocking a stadium truck tonight. All right, gentlemen, get them facing the right direction and turn them loose. I'm going to give you about 45 seconds here. Turn and burn. There's not a problem wrecking right now. You want to get all those wrecks out of the way. That way they don't happen in the race. We got a good crowd on here watching tonight. All right, gentlemen, let's get them back to the staging area. The order for this one is going to be Will, Carter, Andy, and Matt in that order, gentlemen. Remember, Mr. Will on the tone. Everybody else, I'll call you off in less than 5. Carter. Alrighty, go. You guys crossed the line already. I tried to give you guys a clearer track. Jacked up, ready to go. I don't blame them. First time out here for some of them. Show us what they got. We're off and running. Heat 3 of Sportsman. That was Andy going over the top there on that big jump, going wild. Guys, work together. Good job, good job. Carter trying to do the Mick twist through the tabletops there. Not going to land that one, unfortunately. All right, a minute 20 into this one. Matt Winston showing the way. 19.6 last time by. I think that's might be him in that white buggy there coming down around the final corner across the line. 19-2 for him now. He's been running the oval a little bit, trying to get RC here. And looks like Mr. Wills might have a ball cup popped off. See if we can't fix that real quick for him. Right front. David, put it down. Let him drive it to the side here. Put it down and he can drive it over to himself and he can fix it then. Hopefully something simple. It might be more than that. That might be a servo saver. Or... That is unfortunate. Mr. Matt and that white buggy showing the way. Mark behind you, Mark behind you. Mark Bass behind you. Looks like Andy took over himself. Self-made man. Stadium truck, you're up next. 2 to go. 2:20 to go in this one. Looking for Josh Hall, Mark Van Neersen, Tim Baxter, Zach Griggs. Gentlemen, get him to staging. And looks like Mr. Andy Corbin, just put it down, buddy. Not there. There you go, right there. It's fine. Andy's now hired on for product testing at Associated. Give him that car a heck. All right, we'll get him dialed in there. Yeah, if you're on spring break, tomorrow is a great day to come out and get some practice all day on the track. $15, I forget the exact price. 120 to go. Matt Whitston showing the way. 18.5 last time by here in that white buggy. He just turned to 14, but that doesn't count. Across the other side of the pipe. Mr. Carter in second right now, back about 3 laps in that white stadium truck. More of those here in just a moment. So it's official. Mr. Will had a servo horn pop off. Maybe the screw wasn't tightened on that thing, but it's better than breaking it. Carter going for an e-ticket ride over that second tabletop. Just under 30 seconds to go, drivers. Ten seconds. For drivers, you're on your own clock. Keep going, keep going. I'll let you know when you're done. Mr. Matt is actually done. Missed it by 1.1 for that extra lap. Keep going, Carter. Keep going. You got to cross the line, buddy. And you can shut it down as well. Matt going to take it 15.501. Good and put it second overall. Carter with 11 laps going to put it 9th right now. Mr. Andy looks like he's going to line up 11th at the moment. And Will with 12, unfortunately. You there, drivers. All right, drivers, put your car on the table, turn it off, the radio off, turn any transponders back to me, head out the track to Marshall. All right, we're going to need a volunteer for Mr. Andy Williams. He's asking around for some guys to mark for him. Hopefully he's got a buddy for him. I know he's got a bum leg there, so serious injury concerns there. Get him checked in, gentlemen. Get him checked in. Mr. Hall's checked in. Mr. Marks checked in. Tim's on his way up the stairs. Looking for Zach. Gentlemen, slow the cars down. Andy, I don't want you out there busting yourself up. We need a marshal for you. you want to stand there and fall over in front of a car, you're more than welcome to. I kid. All right, Mr. Tim, check in one more time for me. Thank you, sir. Mr. Paquette, if anything is 5 minutes so I can take a breath and get a beverage. Nothing long. All right, where are my marshals? I got 1 out there, 2 out there. I need Mr. Will and Mr. Carter out there marshaling. These drivers are ready to rock and roll. Mr. Hagee, Mr. Carter, I need you or a volunteer for you out on the track right now, please. Gentlemen, got drivers ready to rock and roll here. They're waiting on you. Mr. Carter, where you at, sir? Help your dad out, Jack. He's limping along here. Mr. Carter. All right, gentlemen, turn them loose. We'll get you one more marshal out here in just a minute. Mr. Will, why don't you come over to the keyhole? Andy, you can stay back by the stoplight. Mr. Will, over here to the keyhole. Thank you, sir. And please stand on the mound on this side of the cone towards me. You guys aren't crying about seeing behind you. One behind you. Jordan, where's your kid at? Needs to be out here, please. Can we do that? Again, looks like we're going to take a 5-minute break here so I can breathe. Track will not be open for any practice. Issue with the car that you need to confirm is fixed. You can see me. Ice track will be closed for practice, unfortunately. Got a lot of racing to do yet. The sooner we get done with round 2, the more time you got before the mains to do any last-minute adjustments. All right, gentlemen, the order's going to be Josh, Mark, Tim, and Zach. Josh on the tone in less than 5. Mark Van Neersen. Tim Baxter. And Zach Griggs. Like Tim's got some power out there. And he kerfluffles it between the tabletops. Tim rocking an old 22 something or other Losi. As far as I can tell anyways. What he can do here with it. I'm looking for Zach to get that second lap in here, and we'll go into that race order. It's Van Neersen on a 25.02. Griggs back 9/10 in second. Marking that black truck out front. Down the front straightaway he goes. Zach in the red, white, and blue Losi in second. Last time by with a 15.3. Backs it up with a 15.8. He's back 1.2 to the line. And Mr. Josh Hall, green and blue, in third. Back 5.6 last time by, and now maybe a little closer here. Tim with an 18.9 that time by. He's back about a lap at the line. Tim doing great first time out in a long time, if ever. Hung around the place on and off for some years. Caution in the tabletops. Jack, you can't be scared of it, buddy. Great job, great job. There you go. At some point in your marshalling career, you can be expected to be taking a hit or two. With the right body part. Especially when you got watching them 8 scales doing them 80-foot jumps and whatnot. He's getting hurt with 5 to 8 pound cars, whatever they are out there. Gotta be smart. Keep your head on your toes. Okay, keep your head on your feet there. Mark Van Neersen, 14.77 last time by. Backs up now. Another new fast lap, 14.65. Griggs coming through the keyhole. Up behind Mr. Tim. Down the front straightaway he goes. Back 2.8 at the line. Mr. Tim gives him some room. Thank you, sir. Josh Hall trying to run them both down right now. Here he comes out of the keyhole. Round the final corner. Down the straightaway. 4.16.1. He's back 23 seconds at the line. Just about 2 minutes goes, drivers. Once again, 5-minute break at the end of this one. Track will not be open for practice. If you have a problem you're trying to see if it's fixed, you can see me. Otherwise, Pro Stock Buggy, Odd Buggy, guys, and we'll be up after that 5-minute break. First race, same order for everything. Do it all again. Round 2. Looks like about 8:30 or so. Caution at the last tabletop. Oh, Josh catching the pipe there and rolling over. Tim, new fast lap, 18.7. Field's a little spread out right meow. Mr. Mark Van Neersen putting it to these boys at the moment. 20 and 5.03. Supposed to be 13.5 turn motors out there, but got what we got. We're going to give Andy a roller skate or something so he's not hobbling out there. Probably more dangerous, though. 25 seconds. Your leader crossing the line there in that black truck. On a 20 and 5.03 fast lap of a 14.652. Mr. Griggs back a lap at the line. On a 19 lap pace, 5.03. Josh Hall in the green and blue. On a 17 lap run, 5.09 fast lap of a 15.6. Mr. Griggs has a 15 flat. Tim with an 18.7. And that is time, drivers. Remember, you're on your own clock. Keep racing, keep racing. I'll let you know when you're done. Mark is done. Missed that 21 lap pace by 2.3 seconds. Josh Hall is done. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Mark taking it 20.502. Griggs 19.502. Josh with 17. Tim with 15. Gentlemen, track is closed. Track is closed. That is the end of the first round. I'll take a 5-minute break here. Actually, 4-minute break here. 8:30. We're starting round 2. Like Mr. Anthony's going to blow the track off for me. Thank you, sir. All right, drivers, let's get them down and checked in. Once again, looking for my marshals from our stadium truck class. Mr. Tim is out there. Thank you, sir. Mr. Hall, gonna need you out there. And a couple of volunteers because Mark and Zach are in this race. Mr. Chuck, is there a chance I can get you out there? Is there a chance I can get you to marshal? Okay. Sure, I think that's Benjamin that's going out there. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Hall is getting out there. Thank you, sir. And we need one more volunteer to help us out. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. You got 45 seconds. I'll add a couple more here to it. Gonna need one more volunteer marshal out in the keyhole, please. All right, Mr. Zach has requested a 1 minute's grace. I've added it to the clock. That's all we get, and we're moving forward. Once again, I need one volunteer marshal at the keyhole, please. Is asking in the chat about Saturdays in April. So yes, we are flip-flopping back in April. Off-road will be at noonish or whatever I said on there, 12, 1 o'clock, and oval will be at 5, 6, whatever it is on this on the thing right now. All right, once again, I need one volunteer marshal to the keyhole, please. Step up, racers. Help your fellow RC brethren out. I need a volunteer marshal in the keyhole. Mr. Brian Dean has been voluntold to the keyhole. Get to put the drive shaft in properly. Mr. Matt, what are you doing? I need you in the keyhole, please. All right, gentlemen. I've already given a minute's grace. We've got a lot of racing to do yet tonight. Especially don't want to be here till midnight. You can get it fixed and out there in time. You can get it back down. Gentlemen, your order. We're going to put Kyle back at the end just because. It's going to be Anthony, Aaron, Mark, Kermit, Zach, Griggs. Schmidt if he gets it out here in time, and Kyle. Anthony on the tone in the last 5. Aaron. Van Neersen. Butts. Griggs. Schmidt. Cat. And here we go. Great job, racers helping racers out there to get Mr. Zach Schmidt back out and running. Ooh, somebody's got some ponies out there. That was Kyle trying to do a wheelie down the front straightaway. Got a new body here. Thank you, Chuck. And Butts with a 13-9 somewhere out there in that pink and blue. Coming around the final corner down the front straightaway again. Backs up with a 14-3. He's in second behind Anthony Smith on a 21-5 flat for Anthony. Butts on a 5-0-3. Smith back, Aaron Smith back about 3/10, 4/10 in third. Van Neersen 3/10 in fourth. Briggs 3.3 in fifth. Schmidt back about a lap at the line here. We'll see what happens when he crosses again. Mr. Paquette on a 20 and 501, 502, going to put him second overall. Oh, Butts catching the pipe on the tabletop there. Gets a good landing out of it, though. Anthony sent it down the inside of Zach. No mercy. He's sweeping the leg tonight. This one. Matt, stand up. They can see through your legs way easier. I just leave the drink on the ground, though. Aaron Smith, 14 flat last time by. Griggs, 14.73. Paquette's got a 13.9, 2 fast lap so far. Kermit, 13.98. Zachary, 15.2. Van Neersen, 14.2. But he right in there. It's coming down to mistakes. 250 down, 210 to go up next. Independent Stock Buggy, race 2, heat 1 of 2. Chris Henthorne, Chuck Leinbach, Robert Netzel, Dexter Smith. Sportsmanship, guys, really appreciate it, as I'm sure the other racers do too. Guys trying to work together, appreciate it. This is going to be one heck of a main with these boys out here right now, throwing the heat down. At the line, it's Aaron Smith. Oh, caution the drop-off. Clear. Aaron Smith, Mark Van Neersen, Anthony Smith, Zach Riggs, Kermit Butts, Zach Schmidt. Top 5 in the stock class separated by 6 seconds, so less than a lap. So that's half a lap between all of those guys. Paquette's right in the middle of it, or in front of it now. In the middle of it. 25 flat for him. Got to find some time out there. These boys in stock are showing them how it's done. Tough to put all that mod power down. You can see the wheelies coming out of the corner. Fun as heck, though. Great job, Marshall's keeping on top of things here. Really appreciate it. 30 seconds. Remember, Indy, stock buggy, cars need to be in staging. You need to be lining up on the ramp. Griggs with a 14.3, new fast lap last time by. 15 seconds to go. Thought this was a gnats right now. These boys are racing so hard. Anthony Smith, 13.796, if that was legit. Aaron's done. Everybody else keep going. Anthony's done. Keep going. Kermit is done. Mark is done. Griggs is done. Looking for Zach and Kyle. Zach and Kyle. Oh, and both our guys that are supposed to be finishing are upside down. And shut it down. Wow, Aaron Smith taking it 21.503. Not sure if that's a new TQ or not. Right in there, though. Anthony with 21.506. Van Neersen 508. Paquette 513, Butts with a 25.05, Griggs with 5.05 as well, back 4/10. Zach down 2 laps with 18, 5:16. Wow, that's tight, guys. All right, boys and girls, I get to throw on the TQ beacon because, yes, Aaron Smith took TQ by less than 2/10 here over Anthony. That's a 21.503, 0.319 to a 0.109. Fortunately, doesn't show us all the goodies we need to know, but that was the important one right there. All right, looking for Dexter Smith to get checked in. All right, gentlemen, face the right direction. Turn them loose. You got a minute 20. All right, boys and girls, the order. Need one of you gentlemen at the bucket, please. One of you at the bucket. Or Aaron, either way. Mark is taking it. Thank you, sir. The order for this one's going to be Robert, Chris, Chuck, and Dexter. Mr. Robert Netzel currently lining up second right now. About half a second behind your TQ, Jordan Newman, 20.509. So that's what they're aiming for. Netzel going to lead us off in less than 5. Enthorn. Weinbach. And Dexter Smith, hopefully going to put a better run in this time and finish this one. All right, about 40 seconds into this, Dexter, 2 laps in this one, showing the way, 20.502. That's ahead of the TQ. Netzel back 1 second in second. Henthorn half a second in third. Linebach 1.1 in fourth. See how it shakes out here after another couple laps. All right, top two now on a new pace for both of them. Dexter and Robert had the old time. Dexter coming through the drop-off now around the keyhole. Down the front straightaway he goes with a 15.4. Fast lap of a 14.6 on lap 4. Whatever he did there, he's got to duplicate that. Netzel just crossing the line as well in the other orange, I don't know, yellow, orange, and red. Rocking the multi-cam wheels here. He's got yellow up front, white in the rear. Enthorn in third by... Comes across the line. We'll give you a distance now. 4.4. Mr. Chuck back a little bit more here in fourth. Chuck back 6 seconds in fourth. Plenty of room to Dexter, or Robert. 2:30 to go. 2:30 down. Halfway. Independent stock buggy heat 2. Brian Dean, Denzu Garcia, Sean Melville, Jordan Newman to staging. All right, Chuck dropping a 16 flat. New fast lap for him in this race. Netzel's showing the way right now, exiting the infield here, maybe? No, that's Dexter. Back 3/10 at the line. Behind Robert, here comes Robert crossing the line. The 15 flat, he's going to stretch that out to about half a second now. 20 and 5:05. Dexter on a 5:06. Wow, now he tightened up there with a 15 flat. Caution down the end straightaway. Go tight, go tight. Clear. Get an independent heat 2. You're up now. 1 minute to go. Brian Dean, Densu Garcia, Sean Melville, Jordan Newman. You need me in staging. Go to the webcam, give you online viewers a little more perspective of things. Oh, that was Dexter getting caught up in the keyhole. A 16.8 is going to drop him 2 seconds behind your leader, Robert Netzel, crossing the line there. Enthorn back 13 seconds in third. Chuck behind him by about a lap. Chuck being very gracious tonight. Coming back from Beach RC, doing the little warm-up race for the Nats being held up there later this year. Oh no, somebody's pulling over there, and I think that was Dexter again. Robert Netzel, you are done. Chris is done. Chuck is done. Shut it down. Dexter coming up a little short again. We're going to have the old guy talk about performance enhancement pills and stuff. Mr. Robert Netzel taking it, and a new TQ, 20 and 5:05.7. Chris going to take over second there on that one, 19.507. Still going to line up fourth at the moment. Dexter with 18 laps. Third, and Chuck with 18 and 5:06. Chuck bumping up to seventh overall at the moment. All right, next group, down and check them in. Once again, next group, down and check them in. All right, drivers, your car should be on that table. We should be leaving the track. Start really enforcing that here coming week or two. Especially when we get good turnouts like this. We got a lot of racing to do. Gentlemen, for getting out there promptly. Jordan, checking in for me, please. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. You got a minute 45 to turn and burn. All right, Chuck and Robert, when are you guys going to do rock, paper, scissors for the keyhole? And Chuck and Robert, rock, paper, scissors for the keyhole. Thank you, sir. Gave the option. You could have done rock, paper, scissors. All right, looks like my driver's ready to rock and roll. Appreciate it, gentlemen. The order's going to be Jordan Newman looking to take back that TQ. He's got to find about 4 seconds. Mr. Denzu's going to roll off second. Brian Dean third. And Sean Melville going to round out the field on this. Jordan on the tone in lesson 5. Denzu. Brian. And Sean. Mitch York tuning in online on YouTube saying, what's the schedule for Saturday? Same as last Saturday, sir. Oval in the morning, off-road in the evening. And starting April, we'll change that around. Caution, start, finish line. Take it tight, take it tight. Good job. All right, these boys looking to beat a 20 laps in 5:05. Oh, Denzu and Sean battling out there, getting hard on the throttle, getting tangled up. That's going to cost them both some time. Jordan Newman just dropping a 14.7 out of nowhere. That all-black car, he's really starting to figure this thing out. Now 14.5 that time by. Now on a TQ pace here, 20 and 5 flat, so he's picked up about 5 seconds. Even keep it up. $40 down, 3:20 to go. Up next, Sportsman Heat 1 of 3. Daniel Conlon, Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte, Bernardo Mazzucco. Gentlemen, need to start getting ready. Halfway. Brian Dean with a 15.2. Sean with a 16.2 those times by. Sean's on a mission here. He wants to get back up into that top spots. There, 2 to go. Sportsman Heat 1 of 2 or 1 of 3. Need a transponder for this race coming up. Time to see me. Conlon, Williams, Aponte, Mazuko. Ours to staging. Un momento. Jordan showing the way here right now. Ryan back about 2 laps at the line here. Denzu back 6.3 in third. Mr. Sean 4 seconds behind him in fourth. Caution on the front straight. On the tabletop. Put him on the tabletop. Sir, great job. Get a ball cup on here for him. He's back in it. Great job from Chris. Multitasking. Ten seconds. Jordan is done. Everybody else keep going. Brian is done. Denzu's done. Looking for Sean. Track is hot. Marshall's track is hot. Last car coming around through the keyhole. Taking a wide sweeper. Now, Jordan Newman. According to my screen, new TQ, 20 laps in 5:05. Or excuse me, 5:01. Denzu with 18, not improving his time. Brian Dean, 17, not improving his time. And Sean with 17, not improving his time. All right, Sportsman Heat 1. Put him down and check him in. All right, looking for my other marshals. Where are they at? Here they come. I got Brian. Densu's out there. On's out there. Mr. Jordan, I need you on the track, sir. Here he comes. Looks like he's taking the bucket. Gentlemen, got a minute on the clock. Roll him off. All right, gentlemen, let's get him back to staging area. All right, the order for this one's going to be Mr. Daniel, followed by Jack, Kelvin, and Bernardo. Looks like they're going to start the same way they finished the first round, which was in the order they started the first round. So hopefully they can do better this time. Daniel on the tone in less than 5. Jack, Kelvin, and Bernardo. Like they're ready to rock and roll. All right, current TQ for this group, 17-5-10 by Mr. David Fowler. Pretty good time for the novice drivers here, sportsmen, however you want to call it. Difference between novice and sportsman generally is novice guys are beating the walls down, sportsmen are driving a little straighter, but don't have the speed just yet. Races go. Races are 4 minutes. Sportsmen are 5 minutes. All right, about 2 minutes in this, 3 to go. Daniel Conlon showing the way right now, 17-5-16, going to put it second overall. Bernardo up to second right now. Jack in third by 7 and change, and Mr. Kelvin back 2.9 in fourth. You heard it there, 3 down, 2 to go. Daniel Conlon showing the way, 16-5-09, still going to put it second overall, bumping up 1 spot at the moment. Bernardo back 6.9 in second. He's running that silver 4-wheel drive buggy. Kelvin out there in the green, if I'm not mistaken. Back 5.7 in third. Prove his 5th qualifying time at the moment. Mr. Jack on a 15-5-15 right now. 28-second lap, really hurting him. Not quite improving his time. We still got 1 minute to go. Up next, Heat 2 of Sportsmen. Corbin, Mark, David, and Benjamin. Long lap from Daniel. He's going to drop down to second overall at the moment. Like Bernardo might be taking over the lead in this one. And no, he gives it right back. It's less than 1/10 between them. Once again, Heat 2 of Sportsman, Corbin, Mark, David, and Benjamin. If you need a transponder, see me. You need to be heading to staging right now. Yeah, you're up next. This is the first one right now. The second one's up in right now. Keep going. Mr. Daniel is done. Bernardo, keep going. Kelvin is done. Looking for Bernardo and Jack to finish out here. Jack is done. Bernardo's done. Shut it down. Bernardo going to take that one. 16-5-19. Going to put it second overall. Bumping up 4 spots. Daniel with 15-5-03. Going to lose a spot, but still improve his time. Going to line up 4th. Kelvin with 15-5-07 as well. Going to line up 5th at the moment, improving his current time. And Mr. Jack with 15 laps. Not improving his time, but going to fall to 6th at the moment. All right, Sportsman Heat 2. Let's get him down, and I need to get a couple of these cars checked in. All right, I need Mr. Fowler to check in first. Thank you, sir. Mr. Mark, if you're up there. Mr. Benjamin. Corbin. All right. Looking for my 4th marshal. These other drivers are ready to go. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate the promptness. Mr. Henig, clearly ready to rock and roll. He wants his transponder already. We haven't even started this race. All right, looking for my other marshal. Supposed to be out there. It's Bernardo. There he is. He's going to the far end. Gentlemen, roll him off. He got minute 50 on the clock. Again, roll them off, gentlemen. Do not park on that straightaway. If you do not want your hot laps, you're more than welcome to park here at the south end of the track in the staging area. But do not park on that straightaway. That's asking to get broken car. All right, gentlemen, let's get it back to staging. Let's get it back to staging. The order for this one's going to be David Fowler, Mark Bass, Benjamin Rosa, Corbin Porillo. All right, once again, David's in this race. He's got the TQ, 17-5-10. Daniel was close to it early on and then had a little falling off there. Right now, Bernardo's got 16 laps in second, and Matt Winston, first guy in 15 laps in third. So let's see what these boys can do to get back up in there. Once again, David on the tone in less than 5. Mark Bass. Benjamin, Rosa, and Corbin. Here we go. Ben testing out the softballs over there. They're 1/2 inch plywood or 3/4 plywood. I don't know, but it's not as soft as they think they are. Caution in the keyhole. Caution in the keyhole. Mr. Fowler showing the way. 17-5-15. He's got to find a little time out there to get up back on a TQ pace, but he's currently got TQ. And we'll find out if our Heat 3 guys can step up here and sneak this one away from him. Oh, Corbin putting the elbow out. Catching your leader, David, out on that one, unfortunately for him. Oh, be careful, guys. Caution on front straight, caution on front straight. Caution on front straight, guys. Other lane, other lane. Guys, get squared up for the jump and give a little squirt. Or a little squeeze. Squared up, get a little squeeze. Be surprised to hear that fast guys are actually slowing down going up that takeoff of that first jump. Point, some of us are hitting our brakes right at the top of it. I don't know how David snuck through there on Benjamin, but he got it done. Dan, what is it? Somebody lost something out there on the track. Mr. Dan picked it up. What is it? Doesn't look too important. We'll see if somebody's batteries go flying later on here in a minute. 2 to go, 2 to go. Up next, Heat 3 of Sportsmen. Come on down. Will Hagee, Carter Newman, Andy Williams, Matt Whitston. Come see me for a transponder and head to staging. Caution on front straight. Go high, go high, go high. Great job from Bernardo there. $20 to go. David Fowler showing the way on a 16.508. Not improving his time, but still going to line up first at the moment. Mark Bass back about 2 laps in second on a 14.514. Caution on front straight. Jack, pick him up, put in the other lane. Benjamin in third. Corbin in fourth. Race it out, guys. Keep going, keep going. Ben and Corbin improving their times right now. David is done. Corbin is done. These boys are testing their patience and their anxiety right now. Mark is done. Looking for Benjamin in that short course truck. And shut it down. David Fowler taking it 16.508. Mark 14.519. Ben with 13 laps, going to improve to 8th overall. And Corbin with 10 laps, going to improve to 10th overall. All right, gentlemen. Cars to the table. Return A transponders to me. Head back out the track to Marshall. Mr. Charlie Brown asked if any mod 2-wheel drive or truck tonight. Truck is race 7. No mod in there. I think they're all running 13.5. Supposed to be a 4-wheel night, but those guys are slacking apparently, so. Going through a cycle every 2 weeks between 4-wheel drive and stadium truck or short course truck or whatever. Trying to pack the heats. Well, if you need a transponder, totally missed her. I called him earlier. All right. All right, down and check them in, gentlemen. Check them in. Yes, Charlie. Everybody's scared of mod these days because it's too fast, honestly. Right. All right, looks like I got 3 of my 4 marshals out there. So, sportsman drivers, just to share the knowledge of everybody, because all of you are newer here. After the second round, it's going to pick your best time to seed you, and then we'll figure out if we're going to have an A and B main or A, B, and C here. And what happens is, if it's just an A and B, the top 2 in the B main will bump up to the A. Kind of like a little ladder here. Last chance qualifier type deal. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. I'm going to give you a little more time here, 45 seconds or so. Iggy's on his way out. There he is. Once again, after round 2 is over, we'll post a new sheet with all the mains or the features. That'll have the running order for the mains tonight. Even after all that, we still got podium pictures to take. Somebody's coming home or going home with some medals tonight. All right, gentlemen, let's get him back to staging. Let's get him back to staging. The order for this one is going to be Matt, Carter, Andy, and Will. Uh-oh. That did not look good. Somebody want to check that for Will real quick? It looks like it's all right. All right. Will's going to start last year on this one. Thought he had a little issue there. All right, once again, it's going to be Matt, Carter, Andy, and Will. Matt on the tone in less than 5. Carter. Andy. And Will. Here we go. We're going to see who's going to put it in that A main. Got quite a disparity across the field here, so it might be a D main night. See? Caution, we got one up here. Mr. Tim's running out there to get it. Goes Mr. Will, getting that first lap in there. Hopefully a couple more. Currently had 9 from the first round. See if he can improve upon that. Like Will might be pulling over here to come down, make an adjustment or something. Hopefully that thing sorted out. Something might be wrong with that right front. Find out. Just about 2 down, 3 to go here. Matt Whitston dropping a 17 flat. On a 17-lap run here, 5:12. He's got to find 2.6 seconds to take over that TQ spot here. Currently held by David Fowler. Adding that all-white buggy going down in the turn 1. Over that first tabletop, the second tabletop. Caution on the third tabletop. There. Two to go, 2 to go. Matt Carter in that white truck. Caution on the front straight. Job Will getting back over there ASAP. Oh, he puts in between the tabletops. One between the tabletop. One between the tabletop. Up next, stock truck. Going to be Josh, Mark, Tim, and Zach. Caution in the keyhole. And that's your leader. He's got to hammer down a couple hot laps here. He's got a 17 flat. He needs 2 or 3 more of those. Get back on TQ pace here. He's got a 16-lap run going now after a couple of kerfluffles. Oh, he crossed over from the other lane. That's a new one. Caution on front straight. Caution on front straight. Mr. Corbin getting a workout out there. Matt Whitston showing the way here in that white buggy. Hitting the keyhole. Turning in too early again. Carter in the white truck in second. He's improving his time to 8th overall. Bumping up 1 spot right now. Mr. Matt improving his time to 2nd at the moment. Keep going, keep going. That is the race clock drivers. Race it out. Carter is done. New fast lap for Carter, a 20.9. Matt is done. Looking for Andy to finish out here in that other buggy. Man, that thing's got some roll in it. Work on some adjustments there. And shut it down, drivers. Shut it down. Matt Whitston taking that one 16.515. Improving to 2nd overall. Carter Newman with 13.508. Improving to 8th. Andy improving to 10th with a 13-lap run. And Mr. Will having some issues there. Hopefully, get that sorted out for the mains. All right, drivers down and check them in. All right, look at my fourth marshal. Who's my fourth marshal? We got Andy out there. Hagie's out there. I think that is Mr. All right, there's Mr. Matt. Thank you, sir. Gentlemen, rolled off. You got a minute 45 on the clock. Final race of qualifying. Come up here, another 5-minute qualifier. Current TQ, 20 laps, 5:02 for Mark Van Neersen. Zach's going to roll off second. Josh Hall in third. And Tim Baxter in fourth. Like these guys are ready to rock and roll. Mark on the tone in less than 5. Briggs. Hall. And Mr. Baxter. I just reminded all our sportsmen, just finished 2 rounds of qualifying. Your best time will sort you out for the main. We'll post a new sheet with that order. Got another whole round of racing to do. Depending on what numbers look like, we'll see how it settles out, but it could be a C main down to a B main. Right now we're looking at a 10-minute break after this race so I can catch my breath and sort everything out. Track will be open for some practice for 10 minutes after this race. After 110, Mark Van Neersen showing the way in the all-black truck, hitting the drop-off. Around the keyhole he goes, almost catching the corner dot and flipping over. On a 20 and 5:07, he's got to find about 5 seconds right meow. Zach Griggs back less than a tenth in second in that red, white, and blue truck. Mr. Hall in the green and blue back 3.7 in third with a new fast lap of a 15.5. Tim Baxter rounding out the field on a 20.7 fast lap last time by. He's got an 18.3. And looks like he stuffed it in between the tabletops there. Olay! Mr. Matt having to do some fancy footwork there. 2 down, 3 to go. Once again, sportsmen, we still have another whole round to do, and that is the big show. Oh, Josh getting caught through the keyhole. Gets out of it somehow. 17.2 there. He's back 3.6 in that third spot. That green and blue truck in third right now. Van Neersen back to second now. That black truck. Griggs up to the point in that red, white, and blue. Caution in the sweeper. Go high, go high, go high. We're clear. Pearson at 14.3, backs up with a 15.1. He's 4 seconds behind Zach Griggs in that red, white, and blue. Losi. Pearson running Associated, if I'm not mistaken. Josh running Associated. Tim running Losi. Tim trying to go a little rodeo on my corner dot there. Once again, get those batteries charging. Take a 10-minute break after this. Go into the mains. "35 seconds. Griggs showing the way, coming out of the keel around the sweeper, taking it nice and tight. Good fast line there with a 14.8 that time by Van Neersen behind him by 1.8 on the clock. Griggs goes for a tumble. There's a half second there. Oh, Tim testing out the freestyle competition obstacles for later on. And I think Mark's going to take over that top spot now with 10 seconds to go. We got a solid 2 seconds on Zach now. Bad lap for Zach, unfortunately. Got to turn in a hero lap here. Oh, and he stuffs it in the keyhole. Race it out, drivers. Race it out. Zach is done. What a heartbreaker there for him on that run. Van Neersen is done. All had a 15.3, new fast lap last time by. He's done, and Mr. Tim is done. Shut it down. Mr. Hall, the only one improving his time there with a 19-lap run in 5.12. Going to improve his third place qualifying. Everybody else is stand pat. All right, it's 9:35. Drivers, listen up. We got a 10-minute break. Track will be open for some practice. I'm going to set up the mains. I'll have the sheet out there in just a few moments. I'll explain how that's going to impact our sportsman drivers, because this is going to be interesting tonight. All right, boys and girls, let's get my marshals out there while we're getting the track blown off here. Marshals will be Sportsman A Mainers, David Fowler, Matt Whitston, Bernardo, and Daniel. Please take to the track, gentlemen, to Marshall. All right, once again, marshals will be David Fowler, Matt Whitston, Bernardo Mazzucco, Daniel Conlon. Come on out, gentlemen. You're marshaling this first race. Sportsman C Main, let's get him down and checked in. Go over how this is going to work here in just a few moments. Once again, Sportsman C Main. Oh, that's right. Everybody's got a, almost everybody's got a handout transponder here. So we'll call them out individually. Everybody get up here by the start finish line, and I'll call you out in a second. All right, Mr. Rosa, check in for me. Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. Mr. Rosa, cross the line again, please. A Main Sportsman is marshaling. That's race number 6. Once again, they're almost out there. It's supposed to be David Fowler, Matt Whitston, Bernardo, and Daniel Conlon. Gentlemen need to be out there. And one more. Who are we missing? All right, Mr. Corbin, check in for me. Thank you, sir. Mr. Will. Where do you see Mr. Hagee at? Coming? All right, Mr. Andy checking in for me. Here comes Mr. Thank you, sir. As soon as he gets up there, he'll check in. All right, Mr. Will, please check it in. Cross the line, please. All right, turn him loose, gentlemen. You got a minute on the clock. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for somebody. All right, gentlemen, slow him down. Slow him down. See if they can't hopefully pop a ball cut back on here. All right, Mr. Aaron's getting voluntold. Mr. Aaron Smith. Mr. Aaron Smith. Mr. Aaron Smith. I need you to line these drivers up for me, sir. Mr. Aaron Smith has been voluntold to help this gentleman, help line these cars up, please. You can call them out and you can put them on the grid spot. That's all I need you to do. All right. Oh, Mr. Will is out. Don't forget to return that transponder to me, sir. Unfortunately for him. All right, I know we're waiting for one more. While we're doing that, Aaron, you just need to line them up on the grid. That's all. I think he's got his headphones on so loud he can't hear me. I just want you to line them up on the grid. Line the cars up for me. All right, Mr. Benjamin Rosa is going to be in that top spot down there by that serpent sign. I think he is out in the pits right now. Oh, Mr. Ben, go all the way up to Aaron. Aaron's going to go to the first spot up there on the grid. Ben, pull it over to him. Yep, that one. Take him all the way up to this #1 spot, please. All right, Mr. Andy Williams is going to line up second. Mr. Corbin will line up third. All right, Mr. Will says he's out of it. So, gentlemen, how this works. The mains here at Newred Hobbies, for the most part, not all the time, but most of the time, the top two will bump up to the next race, which is race number 4. So I hope you got an awesome charger or another battery going. So, gentlemen, 5 minutes to figure out who's the odd person out here to make that next level. If you're one of our other sportsman drivers, families, and you're not sure how this works, you better come out and watch this, because this is going to be either over really quick or to the last second. Either or here. All right, drivers, everybody's going on the tone on this one. This is heads up racing. This is where the stuff hits the fan right now. Everybody on the tone in less than 5. And Andy testing out the walls there already. And Benjamin trying to give away the race. Plenty of time, guys. 5-minute race. Just got to be top 2 to make that next level. And they're racing side by side down the straightaway, almost touching. And looks like Corbin gonna get over the pipe there. Andy not far behind him. Mr. Benjamin gonna pull out to a little bit of a lead here. Oh no, Andy has found out the walls are undefeated at Newred Hobbies. I don't think that's going to be a pop on ball cup issue. Well, gentlemen, this might be a shorter race than I thought it was going to be. All right, guys, we'll do one more lap here and we'll call it, because that's it. You guys are out. We got our bump ups here. As soon as they cross the line one more time, we'll shorten this race up and we'll move on with ourselves. Pro Stock Open Mod, come on down. Mr. Benjamin. Okay. We can do 3 minutes here. Mr. Corbin and gentlemen, you guys are bumping up to the A. We're going to take an extra few minutes here between races. I'm going to pause for the cause here. A couple of these guys need a few extra minutes. We're going to tack on 3 minutes. All right, drivers, from that race, gentlemen, you were fortunate enough that somebody else, unfortunately, had a little break. You guys need to pull your cars off, get another battery going, or get that battery on charge again, and return any transponders back to me. Got a few extra minutes here between the races, so you guys will have a little time. But we are going to need some marshals to help out here, because hopefully Mr. Will's hanging out for a little bit to watch some of this. Mark, you got 5 minutes, buddy. Yeah, sir. I need you out there, please. You still got like 5 minutes. Some of these guys ran their batteries so far down in practice they forgot to get the car charged. Killing me, man. All right, who had my other transponder out there? Got Ben's back. I think we need. Got Will's back. Looking for Corbin's transponder. Corbin, where's your transponder at, buddy? Your transponder. Once again, Corbin, buddy, I need your transponder back. All right. We're now into that official 3-minute clock. Looks like my marshals are out there. Get them checked in, gentlemen. Get them checked in. All right, turn loose, gentlemen. Give you a minute or so, unless you guys need more time for some reason. Say what, if I get one volunteer to help out Mr. Corbin at the far end, I'd really appreciate that. One of our experienced drivers. Thank you, Matt. Like Ben's gonna do it, maybe? Guys, you can't be scared of the cars. Number one thing is keep your hands away from the gears. Uh-oh, it's getting elbows out already in warm-up. All right, last call for any adjustments, gentlemen. All right, I'm going to put it up to a vote here for our stock drivers. Kyle start in front of you guys or behind you guys? Sounds like he's going to the back of the field. Sorry, Mr. Paquette. Even though he had the fast time, somehow eked it out there by like just over a second. All right, let's get him to the grid. Your top qualifier for stock, Aaron Smith, 21 and 503.109. Lining up second, Anthony Smith, back less than 2/10 there in second. Mark Van Neersen, 21.508 in third. Kermit Butts, 21.510 in fourth. Zach Griggs, 20 and 505. Zachary in sixth with 18 and 516. And round out the field, Mr. Kyle Paquette. Fast time for everybody out there, 21 and 501. Wah, wah, wah. You guys had one job. All right, guys. He'll figure out how he wants to do it. All good, guys. These guys do this week in and week out. Half these guys are here least once a week, if not twice. They got experience, so they're going to show that experience today and their patience out there. Remember, we have some new marshals out there, drive smart drivers. Remember, don't make the marshal make the difference for you. 6 minute A main, everybody on the tone in less than 5. And here we go. A train here is going to come down to making mistakes. Oh, Paquette getting tagged by Iggy. At the lines, Aaron Anthony. Mark Van Neersen. Briggs. Kermit all the way back at the 5th. Kept being patient here, looking for some good clean lines. Caution exiting the infield, and we're clear. Ooh, Aaron up on 2 wheels on the big tabletop. Anthony getting that really sweet. Kermit hitting it pretty good too. It's Aaron Anthony, Mark, Zach, Kermit, Kyle, and Zach. Oh, your leader upside down. Oh, he holds on to that second spot. Mr. Anthony getting by him, though. Mark all over his tail. Kermit back 1.5. Kyle right on his tail. Leader hitting the drop-off here through the keyhole. It's Anthony, Aaron, and Mark almost rolling it over there on the corner dot. Butts in 4th by 7/10. Paquette 1/10 behind him in 5th. Griggs back 7/10 and 6 at the line. Looks like it's still about the same on the track. Van Neersen's got some company with him. Oh, and he gets caught up on the pipe. Butts doing the crossover on him, making the pass. Sweet job, guys. Good job. Way to work together. Oh, Kermit corner dot and caution, exiting a sweeper. Caution, exiting a sweeper. Go high, gentlemen. Go high. It's clear. One more. Other side of the tabletop. Will. Caution the keyhole. And we're clear. Now is Aaron. All the way down to 5th now, I think it is. Make that 4th. Kermit up to 5th. Zach 6th. Anthony in that turquoise car going down the straightaway. Your leader. 25.601 pace rate, meow. Griggs new fast lap 14.5 that time by. In 2nd now. He's back 1.7. Van Neersen still holding on 3rd by 7/10 over Aaron. Oh, somebody's upside down, and that's Van Neersen. Kermit all over the back of Aaron here. Down the straightaway they go. These boys out there flying right now. Caution at the drop-off. Caution the drop-off. And it's clear. Anthony 14.1 new fast lap. Paquette 13.8. Aaron 14.1. Butts 14.0. Van Neersen 14.3. Griggs 14.5. Zachary Schmidt 14.9. Oh, Paquette almost taking the right front off that corner there on the tabletop. Kermit all over the back of Aaron here. Great race for that 3rd spot. Technically 2nd spot. Kermit just getting off that tabletop there a little bit better. Caution exiting infield. That's Van Neersen, I think. No, caution the drop-off. Caution the drop-off. That was our leader, and now he's dropping back to 4th. 3rd for our stock group. Battle for the top spot here down the back straight. Through the drop-off, the green car in the lead. Butts in second for stock class here. Anthony in third. Mark in fourth. Zach Griggs in fifth. Cat out in front overall, though. Down the front straightaway they go. 1 minute to go. Up next, Independent Buggy A Main. Start heading this way. Great battle to the finish here. Down the front straightaway. 1, 2, and 3. Griggs, that's the leaders up behind you. Oh, Anthony making it pass. What a sweet move. Oh, Kermit tags him. He's waiting. He's waiting. Doing the right thing. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Go. Pick it up, guys. Don't worry about it. Racing to the line. Paquette's done. Anthony's done. Zach is done. Schmidt's done. Shut it down. Mr. Paquette taking it overall. Aaron taking the top spot for stock. Mark in second. Anthony in third. What a battle to the end for those guys. Mr. Kermit went for the pass, didn't quite get it clean, and it all went downhill from there, unfortunately. Basically, the last lap, you kind of had to try. All right, everybody else is checked in, looking for Mr. Dexter if he's out there. Guys, check them in. That's it. Speed. It's all pace speed here. Cars maybe driving backwards. All right, my marshals are heading out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate the promptness. A little late night here at Newred Hobbies, but the racing has been hot. Pretty good. Thank you, everybody. All right, marshals, let's spread them on out. Need somebody down at the far end, and we're going to turn these boys loose. All right, gentlemen, you got 90 seconds on the clock. Caution on straightaway. Caution on straightaway. Clear. All right, gentlemen, last chance for any adjustments. Last chance for any adjustments. Don't forget, at the end of this, we have podium pictures on the front straightaway to take. Got some medals here going to our top three. Got some ribbons going to our stadium truck guys, and we got some goodies for our sportsman drivers. I want all my sportsmen to hang around, take a group photo here on the front straightaway after all this is done. Always want a good memento or keepsake. First time out to the track. All right, your top qualifier, Jordan Newman, is going to line up on the number 1 spot, 20 and 501. Robert Netzel lining up second. Denzu Garcia in third. Chris Henthorn fourth. Brian Dean fifth. Dexter Smith sixth. Chuck Linebach seventh. And Sean Melville in eighth. All right, once again, a 6-minute A main. Drivers, you know the deal. Keep it clean. Don't make anybody else make the difference for you. Everybody on the tone for your independent stock buggy A main in less than 5. Here we go. Whoa, we got a curve fluff over that first jump. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. Oh, Chris trying to make a pass there in the keyhole and got caught up. Jordan leading the way here through the keyhole again. Mr. Netzel right behind Denzu in third. Caution in the short chute. We're clear everywhere. Caution front straightaway. Go high, go high, go high. Front straightaway. Go high. Go high, go high, gentlemen. That is not high. We're clear. Fancy footwork there from Aaron. Caution on tabletop. Plenty of time, guys. Make the pass clean. Don't let me start calling some stop and goes here. Plenty of time, guys. Netzel showing the way down the front straightaway. No, that was Dexter. Netzel working his way through traffic. Oh, Chuck gets tangled up with somebody there, and he jumps out of the way. That was Chuck and Brian. Can't find our leader hitting the drop-off here. Right behind Chris. Leader right behind both of them. John, those are the leaders behind you, sir. Yes, sir. Jordan getting past Chris now. It's Robert, Jordan, Densu, Dexter, Chris in fifth, Brian Dean, Chuck Linebach, Sean Melville. Battle for lead coming out of the keyhole, around the final corner, down the straightaway. And looks like I think Mr. Melville's pulling it off. And looks like Jordan back to the lead now. Chris being very wise on that one, getting out of that battle. He don't want to hear that from those guys later on. Oh, whoa, watch out. Netzel jumping over the wrong side. It's setting himself back a little bit here. See if he can't turn in some hero laps to get back into this one. Gets back 4.6 at the line. Comes Dexter through the keyhole in third place right now. Battling Densu, who's right behind him by 1.5. Mr. Chuck jumping out of that one. Thank you, sir. Leader in that black buggy. Associated B63, I think we think it is. Rocking the long chassis tonight. Go. Netzel back 2.5 now. Dexter somewhere out there coming out of the keyhole. He's trying to run these boys down. Had a 15 flat last time. Caution in the drop-off. Caution in the drop-off from the top rope. Netzel and Denzu getting tangled up here. Dexter up to third, slowly making his way up there. Back 3.8. Will the old man jump up another step on that podium here with 150 to go. Newman with a 14.7 last time by. That black car coming off the final corner now. Once again down the straightaway with a 14.8. Goes Netzel with a 15.3. He's back 7 seconds. He's got to hope for... Oh, and her leader upside down in the drop-off. And there's the prayer he needed. Probably not enough, though. Netzel back 5.5 now. Picked up a little time there. Oh, Newman rolling over again on that final corner. Netzel in second. Dexter in third by 1.9. Chris back a lap in fourth. Dentsu back 3.8 in fifth. Brian Dean 4 seconds in sixth. Chuck back a little bit more in seventh. $40 to go. Sportsman B main, start thinking about it. Bosching in the keyhole. 20 seconds. Jordan showing the way by 6 seconds at the line. Looks like he's now on a victory lap. You cross the line, you are done. Netzel going to hold on for second. Dexter Smith locking out third there, coming from the 6th spot on the grid. Looking for a couple more to finish out here. And shut it down. Jordan Newman taking the victory. Netzel in second. Dexter Smith third. Chris in fourth. Dentsu in fifth. Brian Dean in sixth. Chuck in seventh. Good race, guys. All right, I'm going to pause the clock here for a moment because we got to get a couple transponders out. Sportsman B Main, Kelvin, Jack Williams, Mark Bass, Carter Newman, Benjamin Rosa, Corbin Porio. Gentlemen, come on down. If you need a transponder, see me right meow. Sir. All right, everybody stop your car. Everybody out there has their own personal. Should be good to go. Marshall's spreading on out. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Mr. Mark Mr. Mark Bass. Heidi says, bring mama home the goods. All right, the crowd's starting to line up for this one here around fence. Just a reminder for all the racers in this one, still gonna get a couple more drivers checked in. Mr. Carter, if you're out there, cross the line for me. Gonna give you guys a couple minutes for warm-ups here. Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Corbin. All right, we got Corbin. Kelvin, I need Corbin. Porio. You out there yet? All right, that's no problem. All right, while we're waiting, drivers, roll them off. Got 2 minutes on the clock. Roll them off, gentlemen. We're all checked in and ready to go. Once again, about 90 seconds now on the clock. Turn and burn. All right, gentlemen, let's slow them down. Let's slow them down. Let's get them to the grid. Starting in that top spot, Kelvin Aponte. Line up in numero uno. Mr. Jack Williams going to line up in second. Mark Bass going to take the third spot on the grid. Carter Newman in fourth. Benjamin Rosa in fifth. Guys, Mr. Dexter will line you up if he thinks you need to get lined up any differently than you are. In Kelvin 1, Jack 2, Mark 3, Carter 4, Benjamin 5, Corbin 6. All right, so everybody listen up. This race, the top two are bumping up to the A main, which is race number 6. So we're going to take a solid 5-minute break after this. Hopefully everybody else has got another battery going, but we're going to take a 5-minute break after this before our stock truck race so you guys can get a chance to make sure you got something charging. Fortunately, we just don't have enough races in between these, and that's how it's going to be. All right. Drivers, remember, 5-minute race, you're not going to win this one on the first corner. If anything, you're going to lose it on the first corner, so drive smart, drive smooth. Let's keep it clean. Everybody on the tone for your 5-minute Sportsman B main in less than 5. And we're off. Kelvin going straight to the wall. All excited. Jacked up on who knows what. Whoa, caution on the front straight. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. Mr. Jack out in front now. Mark in second. Carter to third. Benjamin to fourth. Like Kelvin to fifth, and here comes Corbin. Once again, even if you don't make the A main as a sportsman, we invite you to hang out, take part in the podium picture, have a group photo for our sportsman drivers tonight. Great turnout here. Other side, other side. Can't find our leader here, Mr. Jack, showing the way. Coming through the drop-off in that maroon car. I think that Mr. Paquette's old body. Cross line, Jack goes. Mark in second. There goes Corbin down in 6th right now. Here comes Carter cross line in the truck in 3rd. Benjamin 4th in the short course, and Kelvin right behind him. I do appreciate the passion of our fans and our racers. You guys remember, most of these guys are first time out here. Still sashaying all over the straightaways. Everybody, these guys are new to RC racing. Not going to have everything down the first time. And Corbin taking the shortcut there. Uh-oh, Corbin upside down over that jump. Mr. Chuck throwing his hands up. I think he went for the kick save. Gotta wait for him to get the car down. At the line. 3 down, 2 to go. Jack Williams still showing the way. Jordan. Oh, and your leader's tied up in the behind you on the keyhole. And now Mark, reel him in here a little bit. Oh, man, that was a great move by Jack. Just took out second place trying to pass him. Still 90 seconds to go in this one. Plenty of time here. Jack showing the way. Mark coming through the keyhole now. And Carter not far behind him. You heard it there, 1 to go. Oh, caution on the first tabletop. Caution on the first tabletop. There one other on the other side? Oh, he's good to go. All right. That was our leader getting tied up with that. Help him out, Chuck. Great job. Good job, guys. Good job. Jack, you got to calm down, buddy. Plenty of time here. You got to make those passes clean. Caution, exiting infield. Jordan, other side, straight away. Fine. Poor Jordan, he's out to look everywhere. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if we can't find our battle here. Top two are Jack and Carter at the line. Kelvin steals it there at the line. Oh my gosh. Mark is done. Looking for your winner in this one. Here he comes around the final corner. Jack taking it. Kelvin going to bump up as well. Looking for Ben and Corbin to finish out here. And looking for Corbin to finish out. Blue car still hot. He's still hot, guys. Last car here still hot. Corbin crossed that line and shut it down. Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte, you guys are bumping up to race number 6, the A main. Got a Ric Flair sighting out there. All right, we're going to add on 5 minutes to that clock. Truck guys, take him back off there. All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break here for this. I need those transponders back, and then those guys need to make sure they have their cars on charge. Kelvin and Jack. Mr. Jack won that. Kelvin. I can't see here right now. Hold on. I think it was Mr. Carter. Third was Mr. Carter. Mark was fourth. Ben was fifth. All those guys were on 13 lap pace there. They were all, it was coming down to making those mistakes. Getting tangled up. Remember, top two bumped to that A main last race of the night. All right, looking for one more transponder. Who are we missing? I think Ben just gave me his. Again, looking for a last rental transponder out there from that last race. I think that might have been Corbin's. Could be mistaken, though. All right, boys and girls, we got 2:30 on the clock right now. Let's start heading out here for our stock truck A main. Mark Van Neers and Zach Griggs, Josh Hall, Tim Baxter. Marshals will be our drivers who just got off the racetrack from Sportsman B main. Kelvin, Jack, Mark, Carter, and a couple of our bump ups there. So Jack, Kelvin, Carter, Mark, Benjamin, Corbin, gentlemen, I need you out here to marshal, please. Really appreciate it. All right, drivers, down and check them in. Like Jordan wants the bucket. All right, gentlemen, turn them loose. Mr. Corbin, take the keyhole. Here in the keyhole, sir. Although we may move you around. Late night tonight, but hopefully worth the show. All right, gentlemen, let's get him to the grid. Your top qualifier, 20 laps in 5:02, Mr. Mark Van Neersen. Line it up second. It's going to be Zach Griggs. Third's going to be Josh Hall. Rounding out the field, Mr. Tim Baxter. And let's remind our drivers out there, we do have the sportsman out here. First time for some of these guys. Keep that in mind. Drive smart, drive smooth. All right, Mr. Corbin, get ready to pay attention here, buddy. These guys are going to be possibly wrecking right there just because I have a feeling. I'm jinxing it right now. All right, boys and girls, 6 minutes on the tone for Stock Truck A Main. Less than 5. And we're off. And called it already. Mr. Mark stuffs it in the keyhole. I'm going to drop back to third. Plenty of time, those 6 minute A main, these drivers. Griggs with a 15.4, Van Neersen 15.31, Josh Hall with a 21, Tim with a 21. And looks like Van Neersen, identical times here to Griggs at the moment. They're 1.3 seconds apart at the line, and now it updates to 0.6. Trying to jump out of the way of that one. Thank you, sir. Battle for the lead coming over that first jump. Griggs comes up a little short on the landing. Going wide up on 2 wheels in the chute. (15.254). New fast lap for Griggs. Another 15.2 last time by. Back so the 15 flat. Mr. Griggs out there in that red, white, and blue. Back 8/10 line, and it's going to stretch out here a little bit like Zach does the elastic in his underwear. Josh back 11 seconds. Let's see what he's got here. He's got to find something with that truck. Oh, Tim rolling it over on the drop off there, trying to jump out of the way. Sportsmanship, sir. Appreciate it. Van Neersen, new fast lap, 14.6. Pulling it out of nowhere. Griggs answering back with another new fast lap, 15.0. And now Mark getting past him there over the first jump. Oh, and Josh throwing it into the keyhole. Don't know if he got helped. .2:15 to go. Van Neersen exiting the infield. Griggs bouncing off the pipe on the drop-off. Back 3 seconds at the line. Josh Hall back a lap. New fast lap for him at 15.4. Griggs going to have to turn up the heat here. 14.7 from Van Neersen. Griggs 14.9. New fast lap for him. Looks like Tim is having some trouble. Ball cup maybe. It is now left the vehicle. Throw that thing on the ground and get back to the race here. Griggs with a 14.8, turning it up a notch. He's back 2.9 at the line. Battle for win in this one between Black Truck and the red, white, and blue. All trying to stay in there to see if he can hold something here towards the end. One minute to go. Up next, Sportsman A Main. David Fowler, Matt Whitston, Bernardo Mazzucco, Daniel Conlon, Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte. Get ready to go. Van Neersen 14.429. Griggs with a 14.8. Both new fast laps for those drivers. Neersen with a 14.3. Maybe the tires are starting to finally work for him. Nice Mick twist from Josh there, and he lands it. Mr. Van Neersen going to take the victory in that 24.602. Here comes Zach to finish out. And new fast lap for Zach. And cut it down. Mr. Josh Hall. Van Neersen and Griggs, 24 laps each. 6:02 to a 6:08. Griggs had a 14.7. New fast lap on that last lap. Josh ends it with a 15.3 fast lap. And Van Neersen a 14.363. Final race of the night. The great turnout for our sportsman drivers. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Put on a heck of a show so far. See how this ends up here. Looking for David Fowler, Matt Whitston, Bernardo Mazzucco, Daniel Conlon, Jack Williams, Kelvin Aponte. We're definitely going to need an extra marshal or two to help us out with this one. This is the big show tonight. No pressure, guys. Just the A-main. Hopefully, A-mains of many of yours, you'll get used to all the pressure. Doesn't ever go away. How to handle it better. All right, Bernardo, check in for me. Go. Daniel. All right, let's see who else is out there. Mr. Fowler, check in if you're out there. Mr. Kelvin. Check in, Mr. Kelvin. There he is. Okay, I thought his car was down there. Sorry. He's good. Mr. Jack, check in. And Mr. Matt, where are you at, sir? Cross that line. All right, looking for my stadium truck guys out there to marshal. I got 2. There's a 3rd. Who we missing? Mr. Hall, I need you out here, sir. All right, drivers, turn them loose. You've got a minute. All behind you. All right, drivers, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Mr. Mark Van Neerson's going to line you gentlemen up on the grid. Your top qualifier with 17 laps and 5:10, Mr. David Fowler. Like Mr. Griggs will line you up down there. Either way, somebody's going to meet you down there and put you on the point. In second will be Matt Whitston. Third will be Bernardo Mazzucco. Fourth, Daniel Conlon. Fifth, Jack Williams. And rounding out the field, Mr. Kelvin Aponte. That right there's actually pretty good. All right, drivers. Not to build the anticipation or bring it down, but we are racing for medals here. Bragging rights too. You're definitely not going to win this first lap. All my marshals watching your position. Let's keep it clean. Don't make me make the decisions for you on who's going to win this race. Take somebody out, you need to wait for them. I'm telling you that because you guys are the best of the best of the best with honors. Name that movie, by the way. What? No, Men in Black. You failed. With honors. All right. Drivers. This is going to be a 5-minute race. It says 6 right now. We're going to make that 5 because I think at the end of this one, you guys' nerves are going to be all shot already. Let's keep it clean. Marshals, hands out of your pockets. Everybody on the tone for your Sportsman A main in less than 5. Here we go. Pastor Bernardo gets a little tappy tap from the rear. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. Ooh, David getting caught on the keyhole. Oh, caution the keyhole. Got mayhem here. Poor Jack just got gravediggered. Remember, you got to yell it when you drive over somebody. Oh, Bernardo's body's coming off. We can't get that back on there for him. Doesn't matter. Everybody's going to be in the podium or in the picture for Sportsman tonight. Still here. Giving out medals in this class. We got a couple other goodies for some other guys. Can't pick up our leader, David Fowler, coming down through the short chute, through the drop off. Oh, and he gets tangled up with Jack. Caution at the drop off. Caution the drop off. And that was our leader. David with a 22.5 long lap here. Mr. Conlon in that green car in second. Kelvin in third, but he's they are battling for position here. Kelvin is second now. Oh, he goes wide. Oh, and Daniel pipes it on the next corner. Caution on the straight. Go high, go high. Clear. Daniel back to the second spot, taking the high line through the sweeper, going way out in the dust. Oh, and Kelvin gets by him again. Deep breath, guys. Plenty of time here. Somehow Bernardo's body staying on there. Oh, and he just sends an elbow to Kelvin. Fowler about a lap up on these guys right now. David, Daniel, Bernardo, Kelvin, Matt at the line, and Jack. Fowler's got lap all the way up to fourth so far. Caution in the keyhole. That is second place. Oh, Bernardo's tangled up. Go, go, go. Kelvin, Matt battling out for that fourth spot right now. David, that car in front of you is a second place car. You might want to just cruise right now. Stay clear, clean. Connell in the green going wide. David getting past him. Bernardo in this silver four-wheel drive. He is coming across line. Oh, and he's stuck in the infield. The other side, other lane. Straight away. And Bernardo dropping back to fourth now. Matt in the white buggy in third. Rolling over into the other lane. You heard it there. Last minute of the racing for tonight. Bernardo pulling over with a problem. He was in fourth. Caution in the straightaway. And putting the body back on it or something. Looks like Bernardo's out. He was somewhere up on the podium there for this one. 25 seconds to go. Your leader crossing the line. It's David, Daniel, Matt, Kelvin. Matt cross line. He's 5.9 seconds back in third right now. Kelvin behind him by a lap. 5 seconds to go. Who's going to get the extra lap here? You are Donny across the line. Kelvin's done. Daniel's done. Jack is done. Matt is done. David's done. Shut it down. David Fowler taking it. 17 laps, 509. Daniel Conlon taking home second. Matt in third. Final spot on the podium. Mr. Kelvin in fourth. Jack in fifth. Bernardo out after 11. Wow, what a night of racing. Just a reminder, I want all my sportsmen, if everybody's still here, we're going to be out in the front straightaway for a group photo. I'm going to have the awards out here in just about 2 minutes. If you're top three or TQ, you'll be out in the podium pictures. And otherwise, if you're all my sportsmen, I want you out there anyways for little keepsake photo for everybody here for their first time. All right, top three for stock buggy be Aaron Smith, Mark Van Neersen, Anthony Smith. Independent buggy be Jordan Newman, Robert Netzel, Dexter Smith. Stock truck, Mark Van Neersen, Zach Griggs, Josh Hall, and our sportsmen. Podium will be David Fowler, Daniel Conlon, Matt Whitston, as well as all the other sportsmen for a group photo. I want to thank all our live stream viewers tuning in. That's going to be the other presentation night. We will catch you Saturday for our outdoor oval race plus our indoor off-road race Saturday evening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.